I'm ready. Is it going?
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome back to another week of Shades of Tea. It's your lovely hostess with the mostest, Alton, back on the mic.
And Chelsea from the sea.
You're from America.
The plug.
We got the sea here.
And this is winter and I can't keep it together.
Same.
Anyway, hope you guys have had a great week.
Terrible.
Oh gosh.
Mediocre.
Chelsea, what's going on with you? What's new?
Chelsea died
Not
on my
me
back
first,
this
no.
weekend.
No.
Well, that's what happened to her.
I had a great time this weekend. I just can't remember most of it.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
Look, you doing it now. You starting. What's
Next.
good? What's popping? Next. Poppin'. Ooh.
Shawty got a good little it.
So what's
my
popping
God.
with me is it's been storming here, so I've been rewatching a lot of animes and stuff. And that's
Oh
been
God,
pretty
not
chill.
you too.
Like
And I
what?
got like what?
Like what?
Sword Art Online. It's like a show about a role-playing game. They get trapped in there, and if they die in there, it like burns their like brain cells, and they die.
That's not the kind of role playing.
It's so good. It's got great action
That was
scenes and
not
artwork.
the kind of role playing I was thinking.
Oh God. Okay. Anything else? Alton? What else you been doing? It's been a whole week.
Like I said, it's been raining. I've been doing. I was hearing back from this other job, and I got it. So
Hey.
yay! I'm not gonna-
Accomplishments.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get paid, bro.
As are we all.
Yeah, but how about you, Wintress?
Still not my name. Oh my God. Okay, so
Wintress.
past week, well, I went to Myrtle Beach this past weekend for a family reunion. That was fun. Each day was like a theme. So like the first day was all white, and then the next day was semi-formal, and then the next day was back to your roots. So I bought an African skirt.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yes.
But I haven't really been doing anything. Been kind of working, kind of. I made pasta today. That was good. That was
Pasta. I made a
It did.
burrito, a breakfast burrito, and it was too much. I made too much material, so I had to make two separate burritos, one with sausage and one with bacon, but it was delicious.
That sounds really good.
I've always
It
wanted to
was.
make like
That
a
was
big
knocking me out.
breakfast for people.
Let's
like
do
with
it.
eggs, bacon,
Y'all
sausage,
can't
like all
volunteer
commit
these
to a big
pancakes.
breakfast like that. That's some southern shit.
We're in
the
Virginia.
South. That's South enough.
This is cute. This is in the South. This is cute.
Anyway.
I remember what I did this weekend.
Oh, you do? Finally, let's
my God,
hear
And
it.
this is why I couldn't remember. I did beer Olympics with my friends.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, we started drinking from 2 p.m.
So, for our lovely listeners, explain what Beer Olympics is. Beer Olympics?
A beer Olympics, yes,
Okay.
yes. So you make groups of different countries with your friends. We were Team Spain. Ooh, ooh. And then you do different kinds of games like beer pong, flip cup. We did flip cup slip and slide, which
Oh my
was
God.
so much fun.
I learned how to play
Chelsea's
flip
friend
cup.
asked me that
Dangerous.
shit,
I learned how to
too.
play flip
Just
cup like
now?
a couple months ago. And I was really happy with myself.
That's like
It's
freshman
so
year
good.
101.
fun.
I kills. America. I kills flip cup.
That is also
That's-
challenging
That's some
you all
fighting
to flip cup.
words.
When I'm like just to the cusp of tipsy and fall down the stairs, I am the best.
No, that is the best for
That's
everything.
It's
I
a
feel
star
like
at the cusp of my ass.
Beer
I've
pong,
been telling
flip
you.
cup, walking your dog, doing the dishes.
I feel like it goes like tipsy, drunk, then fall on your ass.
Oh no, it's like I followed on my ass already, and that's what triggered the whole drunk reaction. Trigger warning.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
Okay.
fight someone.
So let's go into our current events.
Who wants to
starting?
start?
Okay, can I start? Because I cried.
Was it the
still not-
Naked Man
I
at
know what
Planet
you're talking
Fitness?
about. Go for it.
No, it was not the Naked Man at Planet Fitness.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No.
I cried of happy
Um,
tears.
It was my my baby Demi Lovato.
Oh, I should have known you were going to say that.
You should have known. So, in case you guys were like under a rock, so it's not.
No, literally
funny
everyone
about
and their
it.
mothers
It's
knew
not.
about that.
It's not.
Anyway, so basically
Wait.
what happened
I gotta
was
hit the door.
get the door. I don't know what accent that was. Guys, we have someone coming through the door, and who is that? It's our guest
Hello,
host
hello.
for the day.
Hi, how are you doing?
It's Tori.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hey,
Everyone's here. It's popping up.
cool.
Yes, a chair because I'm free.
So nice timing, Tori. We were just going into our current events for the day,
Okay.
and I was just about to explain the whole Demi Lovato situation.
Okay.
So, in case you guys haven't heard or watched TV or anything. So Demi Lovato was found unresponsive in her home yesterday. So that was what, the 24th? And early reports said it was heroin. And I don't believe them because my baby would never do heroin. Maybe Oxy, but not heroin.
Or Xanax.
But she is alert and responsive and said that this is her wake-up call to go back to rehab. So made me sad because I've grown up with her pretty much my whole life. Camp Rock and As the Bell Rings.
I love Camp Rock.
I almost
Sunny with the
forgot
Chance.
about As the Bell Rings. Like,
Oh yeah,
that was so
her
funny.
and Tony Aller. So Alton likes to laugh when I talk about this.
Laugh about who?
About Demi.
Demi,
Yeah,
because
he laughed.
you shouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised by
Well,
this.
she was sober for 6 years.
She lived in a sober dorm kind of place.
Not anymore.
See, look, I can't even believe that because how do you relapse on something like heroin?
But reports
wasn't
say that
heroin.
It wasn't heroin.
It's not. It's like finally found out.
Well, they know it's not heroin, but she won't disclose what it was. They did say that she was revived on the scene with Narcan, so it had to be a prescription, like over the counter, like opioid or something.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Oxy makes more
But
sense.
she was partying with her backup dancers for their birthday earlier that night, and we're at a bar drinking. So I mean, that
that's where she
already.
messed up. She's mixing the over the counter
Well,
with
she's
alcohol and stuff.
apparently like she's been drinking for a couple of months now. And she came out with her song "Sober," basically saying that she had fallen off the wagon. And I'm thinking it started with drinking and her trying to moderate it with her like trying not to go back into the whole opioid thing. But I don't know. I just need my baby to get better because she's an icon and I love her.
Yeah, her voice is
That's
amazing.
icon.
Can't lose that.
Alton, do you want to go into your political spiel or do you want me to keep going?
No, I gotta pull
Because
receipts.
you know I got a whole bunch of other more current
All right.
events.
Do
So
y'all want like
let's
fake
break it up.
political CNN or y'all want like real CNN?
First of all, did you hear about the Iran tweet? Do you have anything about that? Like
Oh, God.
Trump and that stuff? Or did I call it already?
You call it. Go
Okay,
for
talk
it,
about it.
Chelsea.
Talk about it.
You talk- No, I didn't have it. It wasn't on my notes, so they were.
Me, just keep talking, go. You didn't hear anything I said.
They wanted my notes. I don't know anything about it, so you go for it. I just know that it happened.
well, after this, we'll get back to some lighthearted
Look
topics.
at you, Chelsea. You don't make me look embarrassed on the camera.
He's turning
My
red.
makeup is smeared now.
Aw.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
because that's a thing.
Well, anyways. Well, I'm just gonna start with something real simple. They found water on the moon. Well, not on the moon, on Mars.
Mars, there's been water found on the moon.
And they found it under the little southern ice caps down there. So I guess they're gonna use that as validation to try and pursue further life on Mars.
I would love to live on Mars.
Would you?
Yeah. Tori, you
It's
want to
a
live on
big
Mars?
thing of water,
I
too.
think it's people on Mars already.
Yes. We are such good friends now.
we concur.
Yeah.
Same.
I
Yeah.
think people are already. I think people are already there. Honestly, I don't know. I just. It's a feeling that I have, because that's the closest to Earth, from all of the other planets. So I think it's people on there. I think if we go up there, it's gonna be a war.
There's
Not
more
another
people,
one.
More
Not
people
another
living
one.
inside
That's what I
Mars.
think
Yeah.
too.
Just
Or
like Independence
the
Day.
reptilians, they live there.
Side note, Winter has never seen Independence Day.
Yeah, I've never seen
I
it.
haven't either.
I have not either.
Oh my god, it's so old. It's an old movie though.
It's not that old.
Wait, is
We
that the one
could've
with Will
seen it, we
Smith?
just didn't.
Is that the one with Will Smith?
I
It's
thought
with
the
Will
second-
Smith.
Okay, I know that much.
Yeah, it has like the aliens from another planet. They come and they take over. They was studying
So like Men in
humans,
Black.
kind of like Men in Black, but a little
Like
bit
serious.
scarier.
I've only seen the part where he's like running to the hill. Like,
Yeah, it's like the president and his wife was involved, and the president wife died. It's like a
Oh,
big story
God.
scene. Vivica Fox was in it. It's a really
I know who
Vivica
that
A.
is.
we need to do our homework and watch the movie.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do.
I mean, because it's probably that's how Mars is. It probably have those people over there. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go like in a circle. Chelsea, you got some.
Yes, I do. Well, body of water on Mars was kind of something I had to. But guess what, guys? There were some zombie raccoons in Central Park.
This is something that only you would bring.
I live.
Wait, this is crazy. Okay, so NYC, Central Park, they found 26 dead raccoons that apparently had suffered from distemper, which is disease that makes them very like disoriented and kind of like teeter-tottering like zombies. Yeah. You snort again. A podcast has not been completed if like Alton hasn't snorted in it.
This is a valid fact.
I'm terrified.
But yeah, I just
scared
can't imagine like these these zombie raccoons just like you walking down, taking a
Do they
nice
bite
stroll.
people? Like, do they bite people?
I would assume
That's the key.
maybe
Like-
because
So
there's
if they bite, do they spread the disease like zombies do?
Yeah, because it occurs in dogs too.
that's rabies.
No, dogs get distemper.
Oh,
It could be both.
well, this is how we all
Getting
die.
something.
Anyway,
Zombie dogs and raccoons. My next thing is really quick.
what accent?
We
is
were.
this?
Oh, so the first transgender superhero
I saw
on
this.
TV
I
is
saw this.
happening with Supergirl. Her name.
Supergirl's a transgender.
No, on the show though.
Oh,
Her
awesome.
name is Nicole Maines, and she's gonna be playing Nia Nall.
She's beautiful.
And it's super exciting.
Oh,
I thought that
man.
was really awesome.
Progressiveness.
And then there was a naked man in
awesome.
Planet Fitness.
She really wants to talk about this naked man in Planet
I
Fitness.
saw that. I saw
No
that.
intimidation. He thought he could do
It's
it.
a judgment-free zone.
That's
so
what he
So
literally
you strip
said.
and then walk back and forth and sit on a yoga mat?
He
You shouldn't
said,
judge him.
He said, "Judge me, I dare you. Judge this body, I dare
Oh
you."
god.
You shouldn't judge them. Like they have no stipulation saying you can't have no nudity on there.
I mean, if it's not strictly prohibited,
It's not.
I would just point at the sign, like, look.
I go to
Where?
Planet Fitness and it's
Same.
people
Fish
in there
wear.
with thongs on, with like see-through
Yes,
pants.
thong.
Yeah, like thongs with the see-through Victoria's Secret stuff.
Wow.
So if they
Well,
can do that, he can get naked.
this is also a gym that serves pizza.
And bagels.
Yeah, on Fridays.
I
And
used to work
bagels.
at Planet Fitness. There's nowhere in the rules that says they can't be naked.
But I
think
just feel like it's
implied.
something
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Alton, can I do some lighthearted topics before you go into the political?
Oh, no, girl.
Okay.
I stays on CNN.
Okay. So,
Good thing.
Offset was arrested in the
I
past
saw
week, and it's not listed as a reason, but the Aubrey and Three Migos concert tour has been pushed.
I saw
But
that.
they're not saying that that's a reason why.
Oh, no,
They're
I
saying
wonder
that
what
things
else
weren't
could
ready,
be.
and I'm just like, it's a tour. What else you gotta do?
Good lie.
Yeah.
Good excuse.
Speaking of tours, y'all girl Lauryn Hill, she ain't coming to Virginia Beach.
As everyone predicted.
She's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere.
And the venue basically just said,
Can't
due
allow her
to
stuff.
unforeseen circumstances, and it's like, when'd you know?
Yeah. She canceled a lot. She canceled in Raleigh. She canceled in Charlotte. She canceled in South Carolina.
Was it the same reason?
the same day? The same day that she canceled here was the same day she canceled.
I just want to know what your girl was doing.
She was supposed to come here like 15 times already.
Like
Yeah.
Janet Jackson?
Yeah, Jen Jack's supposed to be here on Sunday.
Yeah.
Supposed to, but it's gonna rain.
Oh,
So-
yes, it's supposed to
Janet's
pour.
hair too pressed to be showing up in the rain
Yeah,
like
she's not about to do
that.
that.
Amen.
So, I don't know if this is anyone's boy, but R. Kelly and his 19-minute I Admit song. Basically, he came out and said, I can't read, I can't write. And I'm just like, this is things we already kind of suspected.
R. Kelly can sing. That's all we ever asked him to do.
Right,
I
but
love R.
if you can't write,
Kelly.
if you can't write, how? I mean,
Who
if you
writes
can't-
your songs?
Right, and who comes up with your songs like the words? Like,
Maybe
do
he
you have
just
those
like
right?
says them out loud. Someone like writes it down.
Or he just
for him.
read it, sing them in like a tape recorder.
But he
And
basically
somebody write it down for him.
he addressed all of the sex cult rumors and everything,
is
and
it
I'm just
true?
like, he calls himself the Pied Piper.
Everybody
The
calls
Pied-
him that.
Well, the Pied Piper is literally a story about a weird man that comes into town and lures children away with music. And what is R. Kelly?
Well, I don't know why you got so surprised. They give it to every ball. Like,
Oh my gosh.
he already told you coming in what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all just R. Kelly. Ah! My grandma.
I
lives for
never
R.
said
Kelly.
this. I
She
never
went to
said
the
any of
concert
this.
A couple months back and got a picture in
grandma?
VIP. Yes. She's
Oh
lit.
gosh.
She want to be a part of the cult.
He's way too. We're too old for R. Kelly. She's too old for R. Kelly.
Y'all are too old. for R. Kelly.
We're all too old for R. Kelly. Just saying. So the Roseanne spinoff has a release date. It has nothing. Roseanne is nowhere in it. Roseanne Barr is nowhere in the show. We currently don't have any idea on how they're going to write her character out.
She probably die.
Did you see her crazy video?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
The YouTube video.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you have to look that up. Like,
I haven't-
homegirl, I don't know what she thought she was doing, but that just put her even deeper in
What was
the hole.
wrong? Why she was upset?
She basically was just kind of crazy, yelling and talking about how she didn't know that the person that she basically called a monkey was black. And it's just like, well, that's a very specific racial degradation to just randomly say someone's a monkey.
She screamed it like I didn't know.
She's like, I
man.
didn't know that she was black. And it's just like,
Oh, she looks
Yeah,
tired.
she didn't look like
She
she
looked black though. The lady, she looked like she might could be Puerto Rican or something, right?
Let's see. When I did some research, I found she came from like a distinguished family. Like one of her relatives was like the first black man to graduate from MIT.
Oh.
Like she like came from a long line of "I wish you would try me" on.
but the spinoff is coming on October 16th, and it's called The Conners. Very simple, very to the point, but it doesn't. They're saying that she wasn't involved in any of this planning or anything like
Aw.
that. So, yeah, that's gonna come to our screen soon. But
She was high when she did
Watch
this.
her like touching her hair too.
she just
stressed.
seems crazy.
I thought she was Puerto Rican.
I thought she was too. When I looked it up, I was like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, with everything.
You know what though? I honestly, I feel like they should have gave Roseanne another chance. That's just me. And like my mom, she is white and my dad is black, and they always have like these issues. So I've been raised by both. I didn't think she was black. She looked Puerto Rican, but that's just my opinion. But you still shouldn't call people monkeys. I think you should have put her on probation, took her salary away, and put her back on it. Like, I don't think they should have stripped. It's so many people out here that's saying racist stuff. Look at football. Look at all this other stuff.
Yeah.
People doing all this stuff. Why discipline her if you ain't gonna discipline no one else? You know, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like they should have gave her a second chance.
Well, my thing
Now
is,
she's
it's just
crazy.
like if you were in this whole public debacle and about racial slurs and all this stuff, the worst thing to say is monkey.
Yeah, you should have called her a monkey.
You couldn't say something else.
Right,
Like
you called her
there's
a puppet. Cause she kind of like a puppet. You could have said, you puppet.
Kind of cute.
Yeah, like look at you, puppet. It's a puppet.
Oh God.
Well, in local news, Pusha T got married in Virginia Beach at the Cavalier.
Kim and Kanye were here.
I want to get married there.
He got married to his sweetheart Virginia Williams. Kanye was
In
here, Kim
Virginia?
Kardashian, Trey Songz was here, and Pharrell was the best man.
Yeah.
Was at Sidewalk Cantina, this little dive bar in Virginia Beach. It was
I
really
just
funny.
would think it'd be hilarious to see Kim Kardashian in Virginia Beach because it's Virginia Beach, and then you have this Kim Kardashian.
Like,
It's
That's
like,
why we didn't see her.
socialite.
Yeah. She flew in and
Not
then went to the
one
wedding and
picture,
then flew out.
not
She
one
looked at-
story.
I just
She
wanted
went
to
to
see
the
Trey
oceanfront
Songz.
and said gross.
Yeah.
And went to her
She went to
hotel.
the
This water
ocean
is dirty.
She went to the ocean front and said, I lost my earring. Oh my God. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had that's, relevant to life.
Well, we're gonna talk about this political. We're gonna get real for a second. So,
Oh gosh.
here's the tea.
Oh no. The
That's-
tea, get it? Shades of tea. That tea.
What you sipping on? What you sipping on? What you sipping on?
That can be our intro. What you
Green tea.
sipping on? We gonna get this together.
Ooh.
All right, go Alton.
So, of course, what would you say earlier about Trump?
Oh, the tweet.
Oh yeah, so he trumped at Iran. It was Iran, yes. That they basically, essentially, because I'm very loosely like copying this. He said, "I wish you would try me."
Yeah.
Is basically what he
Oh,
said
I saw
on the
that
tweet.
tweet.
He said, "We know." He basically told them, "I wish you would give me a chance. I will fuck you up."
You know what? I'm about to move to Mars.
That's what it was. It was in all caps too, girl. Like the whole screen
He
cap,
always started
everything.
something.
He is.
On Twitter. Like, why?
Insane.
Like,
First of all, I don't think any president in the history of presidencies since we got Twitter have used Twitter this much. Personally, like maybe
Obama was
people
using it for a
tweeted for
second.
them.
But not to start beef with
Yeah.
people.
but-
Just to say happy holidays and stuff.
Right.
Shit.
I love my wife.
normal stuff.
They also found some tapes between
Ooh.
Trump and Cohen
Oh, yeah.
discussing them basically buying one of the Playboy bunnies stories. So I mean, I don't know how much longer we're gonna keep playing. Like we don't know he did it. We know he did it.
We know he did
It's real
We know he
cute.
did
I'm
it.
enjoying the drama right now. This is the most lighthearted of him we're getting.
I'm trying to figure out how long did it take Nixon to get impeached? Like, why is this taking so long?
Because
They using him.
Because
he is being used.
Yeah,
He is. He's
they
a
using him.
puppet.
Yeah, he's a
girl.
puppet.
If you don't, girl,
Just like that lady.
But like,
I'm in conspiracy
honestly,
theories right now.
Puppet. He's a puppet.
he's so
Oh,
French.
God.
Come on,
The French are in it. They're the puppeteers.
Now we like the French.
Yeah,
they got
macaron's
pasta.
awesome.
They got
What pasta, girl?
pasta.
That's Italy's thing.
And then
French
a
got
personal
pasta,
thing. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Ah!
He got quote pistol whipped.
Didn't he get kidnapped too?
Kidnapped pistol. They ran up in his house.
And
and Feifei came
I
out
don't-
with Nicki
I-
Minaj.
Oh.
I
It
don't
was
care.
Really good.
I don't like him.
Same day.
I honestly, I've never heard his music. Sorry.
Exactly.
I haven't
He
either.
apparently, well, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna put no speculation. He looks like he would be cute if he was a normal guy.
Yeah, like he got tattoos, like all these 6ix9ines on him, and
He's from that group of SoundCloud rappers
That
that
do
like
that.
terrify me. They all worship Satan.
I think so.
I do. I
First
really
of all,
do.
I personally know some SoundCloud rappers, and they do not worship Satan.
I'm talking about
Do they
this
have the
group.
tattoos? Like Lil Xan, like all those little people with their
XXX
tattoos.
Tenacious. Like, why you think
Why
he
are
got
we
shot? It's a
naming?
conspiracy.
Why are rappers naming
He didn't
themselves
sacrifice a
after
goat.
like drugs? Lil Xan.
Because
Mr.
drugs are
Cocaine.
cool, bro.
Yeah,
Oh wait, don't do drugs.
it's not good.
Don't do drugs; they're bad for you.
It's not good. Stay in school too.
Please
Oh,
stay
yeah.
in school because it's hard out
I
here.
won't do drugs.
Yes, Dare. I remember
Dare
that.
does not
I remember all that. And just say no.
Yeah, I mean, it's certain drugs. I don't think weed is a bad drug.
Yeah, I don't know if we can like agree.
Me either.
Oh
I'm
God.
just saying, like, it's legal everywhere, like except for here in North Carolina. Like,
Because we're
Colorado.
technically not even a state. Virginia is a
We're a
commonwealth.
commonwealth.
Yeah,
So it's
Commonwealth.
just
We
like
have to be the example.
well, DC isn't even a state; it's a district.
But
And
you
if
know
they
how much
can
money-
get it together,
you know how much money like Colorado has?
yes.
they
I'm trying to find out.
Yes, no,
Like,
I
Like,
just
my friend
came
just
back.
moved to Colorado and opened up a bed and breakfast. Like she
I love it.
yes, she opened up a bed
Oh,
and
that sounds
breakfast.
good.
And
please
she
tell me
can-
it's called Bud and Breakfast.
No, it's a bed and breakfast.
I love it.
And she's
Is it in
about to start
Denver?
making money, huh?
Is it in Denver?
Yes, in Denver.
Ooh, I wish I had known.
They have like so
I'm
much.
back right now.
And the crazy part is like I was looking on because she showed me a video of one of her competitors that has a bed and breakfast. And like people are going there, doctors, lawyers, celebrities. People, it costs $300. You get unlimited, I guess, ganja, all kinds. Like they put it in your food. Yeah, they put it in your food. They have like little sessions where you can just go out and sit and smoke. Like it's just like it's my friend. Like she's going to her grand opening is like in April. And like it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm not paying. I'm never paying to go when I go, but I'm just I'm
Nah,
the
you
drugs
got that
though.
hookup.
I might pay.
Oh God.
Hypothetically.
I mean, if you go with like 6 people, you have to think it's not that much. Like you get a double, or go with 4 people and get a double. It doesn't cost that
Yeah.
much. Stay a weekend, $600.
And Colorado's so pretty too.
It is, but they make so
Oh,
much money.
God.
They have like billions of dollars saved up, and I think it's a very lucrative business.
Oh, definitely.
To go into, so.
But we'll just continue to make money off of tobacco and
Yeah.
such.
Things that kill us really easily. Yeah.
But are legal.
But
Yeah.
are legal.
yeah.
All right, well, that was your current events for the day, and we'll be back with our special guest, Tori.
Bye, Tori.
And we're gonna get into our hot topic for the day.
I like hot topics.
So we'll be back.
Hot pocket.
And welcome back, everyone. We are joined by our special guest again, Tori.
Hello.
Tori, why don't you introduce yourself to the people of Shades of Tea?
Oh, Shades of Tea. Ooh, fancy.
At least we
I'm
tried.
Tori Starr.
She is a star.
I'm blah 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 years old.
Me too.
Same.
I've pretty much been in radio since 2005.
How
Yes.
old was I?
Probably was 2.
No. Tori.
Like 9.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I graduated college in 2004.
How was that?
Yeah, Fayetteville State University, Bronco Pride.
Hey,
I have 2 children and a husband and a baby on the way.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm overnight for Z, and I'm overnight and weekends for 95.7 R&B.
So listen to her.
Yeah. And I'll be working in Richmond real soon for 106.5 The Beat.
Oh.
you are?
Yeah.
Tori just out here making moves.
I
Yeah.
interned over there.
Yeah.
Yay, congrats!
Thanks.
So cool.
So yeah, I'm pretty busy. I'm starting up another podcast. I had a podcast not too long ago. But it's more about independent music. When I was in Fayetteville, that's what I was known for, like breaking artists. Like in Fayetteville, like J. Cole, this guy named Rain who just signed for Maybach. So like I've been dealing with like a lot of local artists.
Okay.
And stuff. So that's what I've just moved here. I've only been here for 3 years.
Wait,
so
you-
I moved here and started working for Intercom. So yeah.
You broke J. Cole, like you saw him before he...
Yeah, he used to come to our station all the time. He like I have
Chelsea's in heaven right now.
Oh, he's really cool. Like I'm cool with his mom. Yeah, because his mom was like stayed right down the street from where we used to stay at. So like he's really cool. He just opened up a little he didn't open up, his little place got closed down. He had for women for that had domestic violence. Somebody vandalized it.
Oh, I heard about
Rude.
that.
Yeah, he's actually having I don't know if you know Dreamville Fest in September.
She's going.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there too.
She is Chelsea's
Yeah.
sister.
My sister
yeah,
is
she
here
is
with
Chelsea's
us,
sister.
hiding in the corner.
I
But
was actually in that video. Who that? Like all the radio people was in that video. Who that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
who that is Tori's
I'm in
sister.
awe. That is so cool.
Yeah. So
I want to be Tori when I grow up.
So welcome, Tori.
Thank
we are
you.
glad to have you.
I like the name 50 Shades of Tea. I love it.
Also came
Well,
up
you
with
know, if you're nasty.
Oh my
Yes.
And on that note, Alton is gonna bring us into our topic for the day. And what is it called again, Alton?
The topic for today is throw it back.
Throw
Throw it back for. Do you ever
back.
feel nostalgic? Do you ever feel like you just want to sit down, take one back, and just remember those good old times? I know I do. How about you, Winter?
That sounded like an infomercial for like some Pepto-Bismol or
You didn't
something.
get a commercial.
Mesothelioma.
Then you should try throwing it back.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Oh,
Right.
Or a rhombus if you're getting
A
technical.
rhombus.
Yes, but today we're talking about throwbacks, everything from our nostalgia, which for us was probably going to be like
90s, 2000s.
90s, 2000s, or.
Tori was there too.
Tori was there.
One day, one time,
time
a time
frame.
ago, yeah.
So
A long time ago.
I want to start off with one question
What's up?
for everyone. Were you a Nick kid or a Disney kid?
I was a Cartoon Network kid.
Okay.
Well, depends on how old I was. I got to like Cartoon Network like, later on in my years.
Really?
I
loved,
was a
like, the
PBS kid.
Between the
Same.
Lions.
Yes. Cyber Chase.
Yeah, and I love the Power Rangers. I don't know, like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have Power Rangers now, but I, like me and my
I
sister.
never watched it.
The Power Rangers.
I used to want to be like the Yellow Ranger so bad.
The
Like,
Yellow
I wanted
Ranger
to
was
see the
bad, though.
movie
She
that
was
came
bad.
out a
Yes.
while ago.
Power Ranger.
yeah.
Well, I was a Disney kid, and I'm still a Disney kid.
I was Disney
through and through.
movies,
Nah.
like-
DCOM, let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah, so I don't know none of that.
Don't get me so hyped. Like,
Cheetah
I'm about
Girls.
to do this.
Cheetah Girls was my life. It was my life.
Cheetah
I
Girls
am
was
the Gabrielle
cute.
of our group.
It was cute.
What?
Until they went to Spain, then it was hot.
Yeah.
So
They
I
popping.
went to that Park Well where they filmed, and that's all I could think. I was like, oh my god.
Did you do a routine?
I don't want to talk about it.
I want to go to Barcelona so bad just to recreate Strut from Cheetah Girls 2. It's like my dream. Because me and my 4 group of friends, we basically call our group chat like the Cheetah chat. And if we're in trouble, we'll like text each other Cheetah distress signal.
Oh dang.
I love that.
Like
That's cute.
I'm Gabriella, and then like my other best friend is Chanel. The other one is Dorinda. The other one is Aqua, cause she like carrying hot sauce in her purse. I don't know.
I need to fix her teeth.
Good.
Rude.
I mean,
She had a gap that first year. The first movie, she had a gap. That's all.
Damn.
A gap can
that
be
was a little
endearing.
hard.
Yeah,
if you're Southern.
she got veneers now.
So like Miley Cyrus.
I like Miley Cyrus.
I
though.
love
She
her.
has veneers.
Yeah.
I was a wild Miley Cyrus. Though.
I like every stage of Miley.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Hannah Montana was also in my life. I wanted to be a secret pop star, and I had my pop's name like all figured out.
I didn't live for Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana, like, she didn't bleach her asshole because she knew she was going out. She knew somebody was going to see, but she would act like,
What?
I'm too good to
Where
see.
did we just
Wait,
No.
wait,
We're going to talk
It
about
just got
this.
dark.
Hannah Montana always used to act like she was
Obviously
too
not, it
good
was
to
bleached.
speak. She act like she was too good to speak, but she was really out here busting open for every and anybody.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
she was.
saying.
Now she gave it.
And
She
we
gave it up.
can't stop.
Exactly.
My ass
A
is
wrecking
bleached.
ball. She had a lot of balls.
Exactly.
Oh dear. Oh my god.
But
Well,
now,
like,
now she's in a good stage, I think. Like,
she is. I'm just waiting for this wedding
I
to
don't like the
happen.
stage
I'm waiting for
usually.
so many weddings.
I like the bad stage.
Yeah,
her, like,
I like the
plateau.
whole like can't be tamed era.
Yeah.
Britney Spears 2005
Yeah.
era.
I thought it was 2000.
It's not like they
It was
themselves when they're like that. When they get all
man.
dolled up and perfect, then they're not themselves. Like they don't be themselves. They don't be wild and
Well, there
and
is the
screw
Disney
everybody.
effect, so
Yeah.
there is that.
Yeah.
But like, I was kind
It's
of
a
like
curse.
googling like things you should remember from the 90s and 2000s.
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls was lit. But like, you guys remember when we used to watch movies and that FBI warning would come on before
yeah.
the movie, and it was like,
Oh, the piracy.
The piracy.
thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like that really loud like sound, and I'm just like, I thought I was gonna die every time I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I forget what the name of the company is, but before movies would come on and it'd be like big letters and be like,
THX. It was THX.
So
THX.
scary.
Annoying.
Why do I remember that?
I
Yeah.
would cringe when I saw it pop up on
Like the
screen.
intros.
Oh, here it comes.
Did you guys have MySpace?
I had I still
man.
have my
I
space. And I
do?
just went, I still have it. Like I just remember my password and went into and took my old pictures out of my space.
That was smart. I deleted mine so no one would ever
I
see
never
that.
had one.
Chest
Yeah.
of ugly.
I had it. It was lit.
I
And
wanted to
my
go through the
MySpace
whole
was
MySpace phase
cray
so
cray.
bad.
I wasn't allowed to. I had to like sneak at like 9 p.m., which was like way
I
past
like
my
MySpace.
bedtime.
I like it better than Facebook because then you can see like who your top 10 people and
Well, you can
Oh,
kind of do
no.
that on Facebook too, on Messenger. It'll
you
tell
did?
you like your
MySpace
top
was
contacts
cute.
and like have
It
it
was
up there.
customizable. You could have your own
Right?
backtrack on it.
Yeah.
We
You have
became
to be
little
coding.
coders.
Yeah.
Like, we all were low
Fun
key.
fact. Fun fact,
Coding.
Tori, you're one of my top contacts on
Oh,
Facebook.
yay!
Oh, creepy.
She probably knows what you smell like, too.
I don't. That's only for celebrities.
Oh, sorry, the celebrity. She knows J. Cole.
Okay, well, I don't want to
How
say,
dare
hey,
you not know
Tori.
her scent?
I don't want to say, hey, Tori, I'll smell you later, because that's weird.
That's like I'll smell
Bath
you
and Body
later,
Works
but
on.
I
I don't
actually will.
Well, that's a good thing, because Alton smelled last week.
Oh no!
I did what last
You
week?
smelled last week. Remember your whole shower situation, the
Oh my
water?
god, I did not have any water.
I didn't think you
But don't
smelled.
read me because I smelled great.
You
I was
do.
showering at Planet Fitness.
Wait, what?
He actually was. He was the naked man, actually, in New
It
Hampshire.
was actually me.
I came in the building
So
today, and I'm
actually I
like,
was white.
Alton's here because I smell him.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, my
I came
water's
around the corner,
on.
he was
It's
right
on
there.
now, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Living.
no.
Oh my gosh.
What else, y'all?
Speaking of smelling, but that's not really smelling. Do you remember the "Just Don't Smoke" or whatever that commercial
The
series was?
loogies?
No,
What?
no. It was the lady that was in the alley, and it's like, isn't that disgusting if you smoke? And then she like licked her cat, and then licked like the
Oh, I
dumpster.
remember that.
don't
She went
remember
through
that.
the alley and was licking things.
Just licking everything in
They were
sight.
nasty.
That was a commercial?
There was a
Yeah,
bunch of
that was
them.
commercial
It was
on
nasty
Team Nick.
stuff.
I remember
Oh, I
that.
It
didn't
was
watch
like,
Teen Nick.
what's worse than smoking, or like, what's more disgusting than smoking? And it was like different commercials for each one.
Yeah,
of
she
those
was
kind
like,
of
she
things.
just went through this alley, licked the walls, licked the ground, licked the cat, licked the dumpster, and I'm just like,
She had this crazy
honey.
looking eye, like, yes.
And I'm just like,
love
honey, is this CGI? I hope so. Because I'm concerned for
Oh my
your
God,
That
life.
was
that's
before that
nasty.
time.
Oh my
So,
god!
yeah.
I would be scared to smoke cigarettes if I see that.
Well, that was the whole point.
What was y'all's first phone?
An NV2 flip.
A Nokia.
That was my
do.
first phone. My first phone was like the Nokia brick phone, and I was so jealous because my friends like had the flip phones
I like,
and like.
the flip phones
But I'm just like,
because you can
I
just hang
wanted.
up on people.
That's what I loved. I lived for that. The little
Now it's just
Yeah,
like now it's just like I angrily jab my screen. But like I
No
wanted a
sound
Motorola
effects.
Razr so bad, and then my grandma ended up getting a hot pink one, and I used to like just take it every chance I got. She's like, "Is my phone in your bag?" I'm like, "Oh, it is my
The
bag."
razor
one
was so
too.
hot. The razor was like, you knew if you had a razor, you were that
Yeah.
bitch. Like, Regina George had a razor.
But like it got to the point when I got my first like flip phone, I could just text under the desk because I knew how many
Oh, yeah.
times to press the
numbers.
button before I got a word.
Yeah, I gave my daughter a flip phone. I took her iPhone and gave her a flip phone because she was not doing good in school, and she was like, "How do you text on this thing?"
First of all,
And she's 13.
you better work hard for that S.
Right.
Tap the 7 4 times.
It's a real life out here. They don't know.
Like I did that the other day because my friend's GPS wasn't working, so we ended up like printing out the directions from Google, and it reminded me of MapQuest. And I'm just like, how did we do this? How do I know how far 400 feet is?
You don't.
Before I turn, like I don't get it.
MapQuest was so annoying because I never had a printer. We were poor. So
Had to write it down.
but nobody had time to print it out. Like,
I used to write it down.
I just had to hope somebody knew how to get there. But my parents never took me anywhere.
Just wing it.
I had those parents. It was like, you're not. How you got to ride there?
Right, you gotta ride there in the back. You
That's
ride
very
back,
much
you
me
go
now.
back.
Like, you got to ride to the club.
That is Alton. That was actually Alton about 50 minutes ago.
It was. Before we started, you got to ride there, bro. That's gas.
But like I used to love watching TV and watch the TV Guide channel for some reason. I used to love that, and like the little blocks would just go up. I loved it. It helped me take naps.
Or there was that one channel that showed you all like the really rich houses in your area, or just like the houses in general. Do you
What
remember that?
TV did you have?
Oh,
Well,
that,
look, your sister
my
though,
sister
in the background
remembers.
shaking her
You're
head.
like, wow, look at that
remember
gorgeous
this. We
house
had
that
it.
I will never be able to
Wow,
afford.
look at you.
That's what I go on like Truezilla or Zillow for.
It was like that, but it had its own like stage, like a channel for it.
I'll stick to Zillow.
I used to stay up late. Like my bedtime was 9, so I would like pretend I was asleep. But then like when I knew my family would come check on me, I would like wake back up and watch Adult Swim because that's when X-Men would come on.
What?
So I was watching that, but then I was watching Boondocks too, and I was like, what is this?
I never got
Robot
into
chicken.
Boondocks.
Robot chicken.
Robot
Robot
Chicken
Chicken
still
scared
comes
me
on.
as a child.
It's still creepy.
It's so creepy.
First of all, the
But I
theme
love
song
it
is
now.
weird.
The gummy bear.
I like, what's it, Teen Titans?
I like the
Teen Titans,
original
okay.
Teen Titans.
Not
Yeah.
the Go. That's weird.
That
Which one is Teen
movie.
Titans Go?
Horrible.
Which one is that one?
It's the
That's
new
the
one
one
with
that's the
those tiny
animated, really
characters.
stupid one.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible.
It's terrible.
Is that the one that taught the kids how to do pig Latin? Is that the one?
Yeah.
I think
It
that was the
sounds
episode.
like
That sounds
it.
like
I'm
the
mad at
episode.
them. They
That's
taught my
stupid,
kids.
so probably.
They taught my kids pig
Like
Latin.
they had a whole episode on toast, and I was just
It's
like,
stupid.
what?
It's really stupid.
Like the original Teen Titans, what actually had plot, and like these
and
Teen
taught
Titans-
lessons.
It had
Yeah.
character development. It was everything.
They actually look like decent characters, and now Teen Titans Go. I'm just like, this is the
They have
first
a
thing I
movie
turned
coming
on.
out. There's a movie like in theaters coming out.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
and
make
it's
me
been
remember.
called the PG animated Deadpool.
I don't think that's what it'll be. Excuse me.
I could kind of see that because like Teen Titans, like I've watched a couple of episodes, like the new ones, I guess, because it's recent. And like one of them, like a tooth fairy was stealing people's teeth.
Yes, I
Okay,
saw
that's
this.
kind of funny.
Unfortunately.
Teeth.
Right, but he was eating them. So like he was.
I've seen an
That's
episode.
always been like an age-old question. What does the tooth fairy do with your teeth? I guess they eat them.
Puts them in the jewelry box next to the bed.
The tooth fairy is actually
Make
a
a necklace.
demon that comes for your teeth and devours them.
Girl, I lived for when I
All
lost a
right,
tooth.
scary bedtime story.
Pull my teeth out.
Can we do it?
No.
Ooh,
I'm
next
still
topic.
in topic.
Ooh,
So when
yeah.
I was a child, I lived in a bunch of haunted houses.
Me too.
Real talk.
Me too.
Real talk. I don't know if I'm like close with the spirits or whatever, but like let me tell you, I stayed in these apartments over on First Colonial down by the beach. And girl, stuff you to go down. You should see like figures in my doorway. I'm so sorry. I would see figures in my doorway, like walk-ins hover by my bed. People would knock on the doors. You'd see like shadows running past the window,
I
but
would
when you
love
open
that.
the door,
Sixth Sense.
nothing was there.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
And
Me
it
and
was
my
only in
mom
that
love
neighborhood,
haunted
though.
house stuff.
Yeah,
I've lived in other parts. Crazy
I
crap.
stayed in the haunted house. I have 6 sisters and 1 brother, and we
So lucky.
no.
I'm an only child, so you're lucky to me.
Oh really? Yeah. Only children are spoiled. Only children are spoiled.
I'm
yeah.
not
Yes.
spoiled.
Yeah. They say that they know, and they be the ones that say they're not spoiled.
Because I don't do anything. Like, how am I spoiled if I don't do anything?
Yeah, you spoiled. I can tell. You know, only children.
I feel attacked.
spoiled.
I feel
Sips
attacked.
my
I just came here to have a good time.
You don't want a lot of siblings. I'm telling you because
I
you
want
have
at least, like,
passed down
2.
clothes and. Where I'm
Yes.
from, we're from the country, so like, we had like haunted houses, snakes. We had to go outside and play. Now it's like torture for kids.
I
to go
used to
outside and
love
play.
to play outside. The whole thing, come in before when the street lights come on, and it's just like lived in a neighborhood where the street lights didn't all come on at the same time. So Mom would be like, Mom, they're not all on. And I just stay outside. And it's like everyone else went inside. I'm like, I guess I'll just go inside too.
My mom would dare me to do that.
Right.
I came in once and she flung, the little metal starch cans. I was just this quick enough. I like hit the Matrix. I'm like, ooh. And I remember laughing. And she flung her shoe and it made me clear the face. It was so iconic, honestly.
So you're not gonna laugh at her miss.
She really caught me. I was like, oh.
So Tori, what shows did like your kids grow up with?
Well, my kids, they like Disney Channel. My son used to like.
You and my kids, me and your kids would be great friends.
Yeah. Well, my son, he'll be 17 next month.
Happy birthday.
And my daughter's 13.
Ooh.
So I have 2 teenagers.
14.
Fun.
And I'm pregnant now, so it's a blessing. But, I'm starting all over. So I got to learn all this new stuff now that kids do. But now, like,
we will help.
They like Musically and stuff like that. When
Musically is so annoying.
We didn't have, cell phones or smartphones or.
We didn't have apps.
Yeah, we didn't have apps. Like we had like the little flip phones or Nokias. They weren't in color. Now, like they have these phones, you can watch porn on it. You can watch movies.
We don't use it for that, guys.
Right? No.
Mom, I don't use it for that.
Except for Tumblr. Now Tumblr has a lot of porn.
We have talked about this.
Yeah, Tumblr has a lot of porn.
Tumblr is the best porn.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
dear.
weird.
Isn't it? It's so
fun.
fun.
I thought it was like Instagram a little bit until I wait, what is this?
Tumblr is literally anything you want it to be.
It's weird. Like, how do you change your aesthetic? So like, why am I attracting all these horny people?
Because
Well, I mean, Tori, you look good.
I was like, yeah, I know. 757 couples looking to hook up. Wait, what are you talking about?
we've
Well,
talked
like-
about this too.
Welcome to our show.
Well, like I know, like when I was growing up, I used to always, when I got off of school, like out of school, and I did my homework and everything, I'd be like, Mom, can I go on the computer? She's like, sure. So I go on the computer and I just go and play Club Penguin for like 4 hours.
What's Club Penguin?
Club Penguin was great. So you basically were an animated penguin.
Like Sims?
It was literally Sims
it was like
penguins.
Sims. Yeah, they're penguins.
Yes.
And like
Yes.
you could get a job at like the pizzeria, but
As a
I became a
penguin?
spy. I was this penguin spy. You could like adopt a puffle, which is literally like a ball of fur.
A puffin.
Puffle.
Yeah, I know, but puffin, I like them. I just want to
Like
say.
Club Penguin, but no, recently, I think it was like this past year or 2 years ago, Club Penguin shut down.
It was this year.
I was so
All
distraught.
the
I
grown
logged
people
back
lost
into
their
my
minds.
old Club Penguin and like completed like old missions just for the sake of it. And then the iceberg had finally tipped, so I went to go see that. Me and my cousin used to bond over Club Penguin. It was
I'm just trying to figure out like what was the purpose of
It
Club
wasn't.
Penguin.
like you could and you could get like your own, you could get like a
Like,
penguin
maybe the end.
girlfriend or a penguin boyfriend, and you can invite them to your igloo and you guys just play games.
What else
It
do
was-
y'all do? do they do like the hoo-ha like Sims?
No.
Maybe that's the hidden
It-
level.
That's why
like,
you
you
shut it down.
But you can like have different controls. Like if you were a parent setting up, you can have different controls for your kid. Like they could only do like the pre-approved phrases if they wanted to chat, or like they could. But
Yes,
as soon as you say
pre-approved.
one bad word, like it shuts you out of your account for like 72 hours. And I did it
was
just
so
to say I
intense.
did it.
Oh my god.
And it was like it immediately
You
logs you out,
bad
and it'll
child.
be like, you have been banned from Club Penguin for the next 72 hours. The reasoning is because you said ass, and it's like, oh, I can't say that in
Yes,
Club
sis said
Penguin.
ass to say ass.
Did you guys kill your Sims?
I
Like,
never
did you
played Sims.
I love Sims.
I would
I
put
never
them in
played.
pools and take away the walk, like
I was
the.
setting houses on fire and while they were in it.
Yes, me too.
Sorry.
And I was trying to like rape people. I was like
That was
a really
me.
bad Sims
I was
person.
like
The
trapping them in rooms. I was like, put one of them, make them call someone, and then I would erase the door.
Yeah.
Be like, you're fucking.
I'd go in somebody's house and sit on their couch and watch TV.
Sims was intense.
Yeah.
I
Sims
never
changed.
played
The
Sims.
Sims is so
Like,
cool. When you
can have
die,
babies, you can have a job.
Can I play Sims now?
It'll show you
Yeah,
how.
there's
Yeah,
new,
it's still
there's
really
new
fun.
levels and versions.
It's
now.
better now.
I want Sims.
You see naked stuff now. You can just
Apparently.
Oh, get out.
With
Really?
it now, you can be like in full, like it's more in depth.
Yeah,
Oh.
like you have a whole life. Like I just believe people feel like they are their Sims because like you get a job, you wake up in the morning, you get points for sleeping, eating, you gotta clean up.
Because you know you've been forgetting. to do
So
that
wait,
now.
what if life is just a giant Sims game?
oh my
It
god,
could
who's
be.
I'm so mad.
We,
I'm so mad. I could be doing better
whoever is
shit.
playing as me, can you guys help me out a little bit?
The Matrix, bro.
the Matrix? it's the Truman Show.
Someone's controlling us right now.
Right. I want to ask y'all.
Yeah. Oh God, he's laughing.
We have to talk about this.
Do we? I'm concerned.
I feel like we all have
think
come
I
from
heard you
different
say.
backgrounds.
Oh.
So we might have different experience in this. I want to talk about ass whippings.
I knew you were
Oh
going to say that.
That is such a sensitive
My
topic
family's
for
really
me.
country. I spend like a good chunk of my summers out in them fields getting that real work.
In the field.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all know what a switch is? I feel like you know what a switch
I know.
is.
I
know
know
you
what
know.
they
I
are,
tried
but
a
I never
switch.
had
I never
one.
had one.
Girl.
I know what they are, but
A
I've never
switch
had
is
one.
like
in my
when
life.
you've really fucked up, and so you got to go to the edge of your like property.
You have to pick a stick.
Yes. No, you don't have to
not
go to the edge of
stick.
your property, but you just pick
Branch.
up
It's
that
got a
time.
bend. It has to be able to bend.
Oh, it has to be.
So
it has
like
to
a
be supple.
milkweed, was it milkweed, dewey?
Yeah.
That's good, and like it has to be a certain size, and if it's not the right size, you have to go back and get another one. But
Yeah.
you get whipped with that one, and then you have to go get another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I
so
had
you
the
just gotta
belt.
hope you have the right size.
I had the belt.
Yeah, I had to switch.
But like I could tell when I was gonna get one because my dad would, when my dad picked me up, he would drive a different way home and it was longer, but it was also, I used to live over in Ocean View. So it was, you know, if you're going to Ocean View, you have to go like that ramp that kind of just circles around. He wouldn't go on that ramp. Like you could still get to where we lived without going on it, but that was my favorite part of like
so he was
going
mad
home.
at you, so he didn't take
Yes,
you
So
out.
he
give you
used
a
to-
hint I'm about to beat that ass.
You're not going to enjoy this ride home.
So like, or like when I would come home and had like got off work early or something, and I would come home and like the belt's just on the chair, and I'm like,
What did I do?
no. Or like like the teacher's like, I'm gonna call your parents. I'm like, no. What we don't have to do is that. We can solve this together. We
Yeah.
are
My mom
fully
was
functional
intense.
people.
Yeah.
Like,
got
but like
hands.
my mom never did like the
Yeah, my
corporal
mom never-
punishment.
my mom never did
would
either.
just like, my thing with my mom was like, she would just be silent or disappointed, and I just think,
Oh, that's my dad.
Yeah, my mom.
but my dad would just be like, all right.
My dad like, going in there.
Everything in my life.
Go get a switch.
My dad would be so passive. Like, I remember going to a party my senior year with my like ex-girlfriend and this other girl we were friends with.
Ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, I did the damn thing for a bit. Anyway. So we went to this party. Literally, I had a sip of Reds. They had a sip of Reds. We didn't even really drink, and we were about to leave. And after we left, the police showed up.
Oh.
It became
Oh,
a whole
God.
thing.
Oh,
See, I never
God.
snuck out or did
Yes,
anything
me
like that. I was
neither.
a good kid. I never did
mom
any of
almost
that.
hit me.
couldn't.
She almost attacked me.
Well, we always had
Police.
alarms in our house. So
My dad was just like, so what happened?
My house was a
my
fortress.
mom like, all right, go downstairs, put the
Yes,
alarm on.
fortress.
So y'all can't get out.
One walk down the stairs, creak, 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 like you can't leave your house.
Like-
Was it hardwood floors?
No, they were carpeted. They were just so
Wow.
bad. Also, our mom, my sister's here, supersonic hearing. She could hear you from like outside the front
supersonic?
yard, and she would know you were there.
But like now, I'll tell my parents I'm going somewhere. They're like, okay. And I'll text my mom when I'm on my way home. But when I come home, usually they're like upstairs and they're like ready for bed or whatever. Because sometimes I stay out late when I do decide to go out. So I'll like come home and I'll like pretend to be sneaking in. I'll come upstairs and like, did you hear me? And mom's just like, you're too old for this.
Right.
My mom would have been like, I heard you planning that.
Heard
My
your
mom's
thoughts
like,
coming up the
My
stairs.
mom's like, I heard you coming
Seriously.
because I could hear your music through the house before you turned your car off. I'm like, I do play my music loud.
Yeah.
But like, I grew up like on all the like the Disney kid shows like Roly Poly Oly
Oh, really?
and Bear in the
saw
Big
it.
Blue House and Big Comfy Couch.
My cat's
Like, I
name is
love
Loki, and I call him Loki Pokey Okie sometimes just because of that show.
But you know, you got your That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire. But then you got for the Nick people, you got Wild
Rugrats.
Thornberries, Rugrats, which they
I
are
like Rugrats.
remaking, and I'm upset.
Did you see the cartoon?
That's fake.
Well, it better be.
That's fake.
Because I'm gonna be real angry.
I'm so confused. What's
You-
happening?
They're
making a
remaking
remake.
Rugrats.
Oh, word.
And they're
as
also making a
kids or as
movie.
adults again.
No,
Oh,
it's-
I forgot they did that.
Yeah, it was so lit.
but then they're also remaking Kim Possible, and they released
No.
the
Sorry.
lead character.
She looks really young.
She doesn't look like she can handle Shigo.
Everyone wants Shigo to be black, and I think it's
I'm
everything.
here for it. I'm here for
I
it.
never saw it until they said it. I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see them going
But, like,
toe to toe.
But she doesn't have like, you know, the turtleneck long sleeve black crop top or anything. So I'm just like, everyone's like, she's dressed as a kid. She's supposed to be in high school. I'm like, well, this person looks like she's in middle school, and I'm not here for it.
I think that
I think she's totally adorable, but
I think the TV shows are so bad nowadays. They keep doing these remakes because no one has creativity to make anything great.
I can make some
facts.
great stuff. Give me a check, a shitter, and a hot plate, and I got you.
What?
A
I will
check,
fuck her
a
down and
bathtub,
do it.
a bathroom.
I got this.
Oh God. Well, does anyone have anything to wrap up this Throw It Back podcast before we get into our top
Tori,
3?
quick. Tell us something crazy from your childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have so many crazy
Skinny
stories.
dipping.
Man. I was a serial
Killer.
animal murderer.
What?
Not on purpose.
Me too. Wink.
Bugs.
By accident.
Wink.
I always wanted to take like
No,
a magnifying
like-
glass with the ants
Liz-
and the sun.
yeah.
Say
I've
lizard.
always wanted
Like
to do
I
that.
killed my mom. My mom, she loves animals. Even to this day, she has like a couple of dogs,
Yes.
cats, ducks. Like she,
I
yeah.
want a duck so bad.
So like, I didn't kill her duck. My baby sister killed her duck. I killed like 2 of her hamsters by accident.
How
You sat on them.
Drowned one of them.
How you accidentally drown a
I left
hamster?
the hose running in this thing, and it filled up, and he died.
That was premeditated.
I felt so bad because I was just trying to give him water.
Here's a drink or
Yeah,
a
I just
gallon.
forgot.
Yeah, and then she had a bunny that I killed by accident.
I feel
as
like
well.
bunnies are super easy to kill.
They are. Like I
believe
put it in
that.
my bathroom, and my bathroom had a sunroof, and so like he had a heat stroke.
That's not funny, but like,
Why are we
Heat stroke in
laughing?
the
We're all
bathroom,
I feel
laughing.
so bad. Like my mom cried for like 2 days off that, and then like she had a
You were dying back
Chelsea's
there.
sister is
Melody.
her face is
so like every time when I go to my mom's house, she wanted me to stay away from her animals. Like to this day,
Like, don't even look at them.
the duck, like we were holding it and it scratched me by accident, and so like when it
They have
scratched me, I was like,
claws?
ah! And like that, I
Wait.
cracked his neck.
Duck have claws?
No,
Just run the duck.
I broke his neck.
It's dinner,
But
bitch.
then me and my sister buried him under the porch because we didn't want to tell my mom that we killed another animal. We had a funeral. So like people don't want their animals around me, but that was the
That's
OB.
gonna be funny when your kids like want animals.
The crazy part is my kids they're just like my mom, they love animals, but my mom scared them. They don't want any around me because they scared I'm gonna kill them.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I had a
get
guinea
'em, like-
pig. I mean, it's a lot of animals that died under my watch
Girl,
by
was you
accident.
crazy?
So,
didn't
alright,
mean to crack
sorry.
his
By
neck.
accident.
Like I was so scared because I was like, he's scared. Ah! And then when
I didn't know
did that,
ducks had claws.
yes, they have those little.
Those
I'm
wet,
so
they're
pressed.
wet-
She like covered up the murder and everything.
We found them like right on the porch, and the crazy part is his little feet was still sticking out.
Like when you
dirt.
went to the east.
I felt so bad. My mom was like, "Where's my duck?" And it was like, I don't know. Then my
I
sister
can't
snitched on me.
breathe. Oh, I
It was
can't
like-
breathe.
Tori killed the duck, and she buried it under the porch.
Snitch.
Right.
Snitch is
Alright.
She's like, you didn't even bury him. His feet is still standing there. Like, you can still see his feet. They was just sitting there like little claws, like right under the dirt.
Oh my god. So here on Shades of Tea, we wrap up the podcast. We each go around saying like our top 3. It doesn't have to be all the same thing. It can be like books, people, movies, music.
Stuff's
So
in the movie.
we'll give you a little bit to think on it.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Me, him, me, I.
Him. Powerpuff Girls.
His-
No, his voice creeped me out.
He's like, I'm gonna destroy you.
So my top 3 of the week is. You like that, my RuPaul
Yeah.
voice?
You sound like Stefan from Saturday Night Live,
Thank
and I
you.
love it.
So I got Sword Art, as I told you earlier.
You got what?
Sword Art is the anime show where they're
Oh,
like
that
stuck in
thing.
the virtual
Weird
reality
one.
world.
Okay.
It's like a
Go.
porn.
Then I have Drag Race,
porn.
All Stars season 2. I've been watching that over the past couple days again.
Where? Is it like on Hulu, Amazon? What?
I'm streaming it illegally.
Oh.
Oh, they got something.
And I know that's why I didn't say which platform I wanted to use, so
My
nobody takes
bad.
it away.
Right, my
I'm
bad.
slick. They can know about me, they don't gotta know about them.
Right.
And then I've been catching up on Family Guy because I've been watching it a long time. It's been
Nice,
been
nice.
out of pocket apparently. It
It has been,
It's been
honestly.
honestly cracy. Brian got kicked out over a racist tweet. It was hilarious.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I saw
So
that.
cool. But so that's what I've been on to. I've not much music this week.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. A lot of music didn't really come out this week.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because I got you with the music.
Oh,
All mine
dear.
is music. Okay, so. Hair flip.
Chelsea's number 1 EDM hit.
No, actually,
Playlist.
actually, this time there's only one EDM.
Sure, there is.
So, the first one is Billie. I learned her last name is Eilish, not Elish.
Why does she sound familiar?
She sings Ocean Eyes, and she sings that song Lovely with Khaled.
Nah.
She's really good. You should check her out. But her song is You Should See Me in a Crown. It is badass. Then also I'm listening to 21 Pilots' new song Jumpsuit. They have another
Isn't
song
that what you made me listen to last week?
Yes.
I hated it.
Oh, I love it so much. There's that other song they have too that I don't really care about, but this one's really good. And then y'all know what's gonna come next. Bass Nectar. He's gonna have a new album coming out, but right now it's Heavyweight. He is an EDM DJ. He's very good.
He stays at my hotel every time he comes here.
Oh my Lord!
So Chelsea just had a heart attack.
Oh my God, because Bass Nectar. Okay, we're gonna talk later, Tori. We're gonna talk later. That's my job.
Chelsea
crying.
just crashed. She
Gosh. Are you okay?
I'll
right.
be good.
So, my top 3. One of my top 3 this week is, of course, my girl Demi Lovato. Love her. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Cole.
Oh man, that's like too soon.
All right.
She might be cool.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Stone cold.
Well,
Let's see. The next in my top 3 is pasta, because I've been craving it for like a week and I finally had it today and it was so beautiful and I'm gonna go home and eat the rest of it.
Pasta.
So of course my number 1 for my top 3, as always, is Ariana Grande. She is the queen of clapback this week.
Oh, what'd she do?
So she basically just disabled her Instagram comments after she was getting a lot of she was getting attacked a lot from like fans of Pete Davidson's, and people just saying that they got engaged too early. He shouldn't have given his dad's chain because his dad died in 9/11.
Oh my
So
God.
his firefighter chain, like
Oh,
he
he was a
has.
firefighter?
Mhm. So he
wow.
gave it to her, and people are like, you should
Why
never
are they
give
so
a girl a
pressed
chain.
about that? You already know I love Ariana Grande, so that's why I'm just
But
already
then
hurt.
Pete Davidson erased all of his stuff on Instagram and was basically
What do
like,
you mean?
he still has his Instagram. He just deleted all of his posts.
With her?
No, like period.
Ever.
So he doesn't have any posts up there, and he was just like, the internet right now is an evil place. Social
It is.
media, like I'm not here for it. So he left. He's gone. But Ari's like, she's done with Twitter and Instagram for a while. She's just gonna stay on Snapchat. So I'm just like, Ari,
Oh, wow.
I'm just gonna see if I keep mentioning her, maybe she'll like reach out
She
to
might
me
come back.
some way. I just love her, so
I've loved her
I
since
want to
her
come to the
covers on
wedding. And
Yeah, I love her voice.
You got
She
your
can
top
sing.
3, Tori?
Okay, so Tiana Taylor.
Yes!
Yo, her on Hit the Floor this week was everything.
That was gonna be my second one, Hit the Floor. But I like her album and I like her 3-way. Like showed me like a different side of her on her song. So
Oh,
yeah, because her
I
and her
thought she
husband.
finally put out a 3-way. Like,
Porn.
Why
do we keep talking about porn?
I know.
They ready to be taking down bodies on
They
Instagram.
sure do. So
Oh my
I like her
gosh.
even more. And edibles,
Like the
kind?
food edibles.
not like weed edibles.
So when I went to Myrtle Beach, there was this
Yay.
shop that was just selling
I know how to make them
edibles.
now. I just learned how to do it. I'm so excited.
Well, all right, Tori.
I just made them, for my
Perfect.
friend in Colorado.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
All right, so in the movies this
so
week,
impressed,
not a lot coming out. You got Mission Impossible Fallout that comes out this weekend, and then you also have the really crappy Teen Titans Go, the movie thing. So yeah, have fun watching that this weekend, and Mamma Mia is still in theaters if you want a bit of culture in class.
Heretics! She's a heretic!
Oh my God. Anyway,
Every time.
that's Shades of Tea for the week. We will see you guys next Thursday with a brand new topic, and hope you guys have a great week.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
That's my mama.